John had been smoking for more than 10 years. And he never thought about quitting. He considered it a normal part of his life. And he couldn't imagine his day without his regular dose of cigarettes. He knew that smoking was harmful. But he never took it seriously. One day, while browsing in a bookstore, he came across a book titled The Dark Side of Cigarettes. He was curious and decided to take a closer look. As he started reading, he was shocked to learn about the shady practices of the tobacco companies. He had no idea that cigarette companies targeted young people and that they used Hollywood and the internet to promote their products indirectly. The more he read, the more he realized the severity of the situation. He learned about the health hazards of smoking and how it could lead to serious illnesses like cancer and heart disease. He also learned about the impact of secondhand smoking on his loved ones. John was struck by the realization that he had been fooled by the tobacco companies for years. He felt angry, betrayed, and determined to quit smoking once and for all. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was ready to take the first step towards a healthier life. After finishing the book, John felt a deep sense of regret for his past actions. He couldn't believe how he had been tricked into smoking for so long by the manipulative tactics of big tobacco companies. He was determined to quit smoking and make a change in his life. John knew quitting smoking would not be easy, but he was ready to face the challenge. He started by setting a quit date and gradually reducing the number of cigarettes he smoked every day. He replaced his smoking breaks with short walks or reading breaks, and started exercising regularly to improve his overall health. As he began his journey to quit smoking, John also shared what he had learned with his friends and family. He realized that many of them were also struggling with smoking addiction, and he wanted to help them in any way he could. He encouraged them to read the same book that had opened his eyes to the truth about cigarettes and shared tips on how to quit smoking. Slowly but surely, John's efforts started to pay off. He no longer felt the constant urge to smoke, and his sense of taste and smell improved. He started to feel more energetic and less out of breath. His friends and family also started to notice the positive changes in him, and some of them even decided to quit smoking themselves. John's journey to quit smoking was not easy, but it was worth it. He felt empowered by the knowledge he had gained and the positive changes he had made in his life. He realized that quitting smoking was not just about improving his own health, but also about taking a stand against the manipulative tactics of big tobacco companies. The next day, Jack went to the gym and signed up for a membership. He started working out every day, and after a few weeks, he felt better than he had in years. He noticed that he could breathe easier, and he had more energy throughout the day. Jack also began to eat healthier. He started cooking his meals at home, and he cut out fast food and junk food. He realized that he had been neglecting his health for too long, and he was determined to turn things around. One day, Jack's friend Tom came over to his house. Tom had been a smoker for years, and he was surprised to see that Jack had quit smoking. Jack told Tom about everything he had learned about the cigarette industry, and how they targeted young people with their advertising. Tom was shocked to hear about the tactics that cigarette companies used to market their products, and he started to rethink his own smoking habits. Jack gave Tom a copy of the book that had inspired him to quit smoking, and encouraged him to read it. Over the next few months, Jack continued to make positive changes in his life. He continued to work out, eat healthy, and spend time with his family. He also started a blog to share his experiences and encourage others to quit smoking. Thanks to his newfound health and happiness, Jack was able to repair his relationship with his parents. He called them regularly and visited them whenever he could. He realized that they had always been there for him, and he was grateful for their love and support. As Jack looked back on his journey, he realized that quitting smoking was one of the best decisions he had ever made. He was proud of himself for taking control of his health and his life, and he was excited to see what the future held.